The true story that Channing Tatum's Roofman is based on is actually more crazy than the film even made out. Here's what actually happened. But first, my name is Dawson and I've been nominated for a TikTok award. You can vote every day in-app by following the instructions above or by clicking the link below. Starting in November 1998, Jeffrey Manchester supposedly robbed between 40 and 60 McDonald's by coming into the roof, waiting for staff to come in and then forcing them into the freezer so he could rob the cash registers. And apparently he was very nice while doing it, or at least as nice as you can be being a man with a gun robbing a shop. This went on for 2 years until Jeffrey Manchester decided to rob 2 McDonald's in one day. He was caught going back to his escape vehicle and apprehended by North Carolina police. In real life, Jeffrey Manchester said that he was actually inspired by the other robberies, trying to make it seem like he'd only robbed the 2 that he was caught for. Again, just like in the film, Jeffrey Manchester did go to prison and did work in the metal shop where he devised the exact same plan to escape as in the film. However, it took him 4 years to come up with that plan, and he escaped in June 15th, 2004. Now, the big difference between film and real life is that supposedly Jeffrey was actually planning to rob the Toys R Us that he hid in the entire time, and that he was trying to set up his biggest robbery to date. He really did put all the baby monitors around and set up an entire surveillance system inside the Toys R Us, and employees did start to notice stock going missing. And the relationship side of the film is also true. Jeffrey Manchester joined the church, became a member of the community, and met Lee, and stole toys from the Toys R Us and donated them to the church. One big element that the film missed, though, was that Jeffrey actually moved from the Toys R Us to a neighbor in Circuit City, which is kind of like a PC World in the UK. He hid inside a room in the stairwell inside the Circuit City, watched films all day, and actually was the main reason that they caught him. Because when he eventually does rob the Toys R Us, police managed to find an actual fingerprint from Jeffrey Manchester on a DVD in Circuit City. The DVD in question was a copy of Catch Me If You Can. Genuinely, you can't make this up. Police then informed Lee of Jeffrey Manchester's real identity. He's not actually called John Zorn, and convinced Lee to call Jeffrey and bring him to her home, where he was eventually caught and put in prison. But he is expected to be released in 2036, so that's 11 years away now.